But yeah, I mean, I totally agree with you. When I think about videos coming down the pipeline, I mean, it's definitely something I'm going to keep doing. Um, we're going to keep rolling with it.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm so happy with the relationship that I have with those guys, and I'm happy with how the video turned out. I mean, I'm stoked about it. You know, I'm stoked to continue working.
So let's talk about like end results. Like, it's a little different, I think, in the video space as it relates to the industry we're both in, because it's, oftentimes it's all about the lead and the sale, but with video, there's a little bit more nuance there. It's not necessarily, hey, my video's been viewed. No, this is with respect to properties, I think, specifically, but, my experience has been, this was even back in 2007 and 2008 when we were first trying to start this movement. I had agents telling me, I had 12 hits on my video, but 8 of those people came in with checkbooks, and that's really all that matters in that sense. It's not so much that, oh, my video has been viewed 20,000 times, because it could have just been viewed 20,000 times because it's for whatever reason. But maybe a little different with the profile stuff. You probably want more people seeing it. But my question would be, I think most people's question would be, what was your experience? What's the end result? Like, how long has that video been online, and what has the feedback been like?
Yeah, so we published it at the end of October, and kind of at that time, my website is still under development, so we didn't really have enough appropriate places to publish and leverage it. So it kind of was just out there. A lot of people in the agent community had seen it and really thought it was awesome. And a lot of my direct local kind of sphere had seen it and was really happy with the results and kind of thought we did a good job displaying the neighborhood. And that has turned into locally a very, very important asset for me to use. Because kind of like we were hitting on earlier, now that I've kind of started this brand and this company and kind of really trying to explain to people I know, people that I work with, go to school with, or have relationships with, that this thing's real and like we're trying to grow it.
Yes.
This has become, a conversation piece and an actual kind of concrete validity that we're in the real estate business, selling real estate in the areas, that we're in, and that our friends live in, and that people that we've done business with continue to live in. So it's been really impactful, and people locally are really think that it came out, the way that I've envisioned it, which was we understand these neighborhoods and we buy and sell real estate and work with people, and this is kind of a display of my personality and way that I run my business. So I think it went perfect.
I agree.
I think the results have been
from what I've seen. I would so to sort of summarize, I think you nailed one of your statements was essentially this, which is that video it helps create conversation. It can inspire new conversations, and it's the one last question I have for you, because I could definitely talk for hours about this stuff. It's would you say that? So I had a friend of mine upstate who's a filmmaker tell me that he. I want to talk a little bit about the celebrity effect, meaning his example. The example he gave me was, I know an agent that would have open houses, and the experience was always that the agent would be waiting for people to come in, and people would walk in, potential clients. They'd walk in, and they'd always kind of want to avoid me because I'm there to maybe sell them something. It's a lot like any of us feel when you walk into any department store. You don't want to be approached right away. You're a little hesitant to walk up to ask a question, especially probably the men on the call here. And so the difference being, this agent then created a video, and a few months later found that people were coming into the open house, and instead of avoiding them, they were like, I know you, like you're the guy in that video. And they'd walk up to them, and it would create a conversation, an opportunity for a conversation that was never there before. So has that happened to you? I mean, do you see that potential happening?
Yeah, and I think that's really an important piece of kind of the philosophy behind the way that I do business too, and kind of which came through in the video, which is like, I think people think that specifically about real estate. I mean, your example holds true. I mean, people are very hesitant to kind of give up their conversation in regards to real estate with somebody, with a real estate professional, because they feel that way. Like, the end result is sale. Like, no matter what happens, we're going to sell you. And the important thing that I realize is, like, there isn't anything to sell you, but there is an actual, like, important and detailed conversation that we can have. I mean, if you're a homeowner in a neighborhood and you just want to know what's happening there,
Yes.
what is the actual market activity? I mean, I know that. So why don't we talk about it? I'm happy to talk about it. You don't need to give me, your email, and I don't need to send you like 88 emails or call you over and over again.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
The way you're excited about talking about video is the way I'm excited talking about real estate. So
that's great.
When people in the neighborhoods that I work in want to know things, like, God, I mean, I love talking. I'll talk your ear off about it. So creating an environment.
Great. Well, you guys are real estate agents. I mean, you're all, you're all in the pole position here. I mean, you are the local expert, so to speak. Like, if you're more than likely selling real estate because you know a lot about the community and you know the people, and that's information that you have that's not always tangible, and it's not searchable sometimes, but it can be expressed through, as you're doing with me right now, just through conversation.